So I couldn't be more excited to bring up and welcome the sixth coach in Ferris State hockey history, sixth head coach, Coach Brett Riley. We gotta get a picture with this, and then we'll gotta take that part of it.
All right.
Good. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Want me to hold this on? I'll hold on. Don't worry.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for coming out here today. That means a great deal to me and my wife, Chloe, and I. We are so excited to get going here. Before I get going, I'm incredibly honored and excited to accept the position of head coach here at Ferris State University. But I want to start by thanking President Pink, Steve Brocklebank, the entire search committee for placing trust in me, and that means a great deal to me, and I can't wait to help continue the legacy of excellence here at Ferris State. It was clear to me when I walked around campus and met so many of you all that I felt that this was a special place with great people, strong resources, a sense of community, and everything needed to be successful. I joked with members of the committee that I'm glad I'm getting a chance back here because I'm admittingly 0-1 as an assistant coach here when I was at Colgate, and so I'm grateful for another opportunity to hopefully prove myself right. But during that time I was here with Colgate, I met many of the fans walking the concourse and saw the crowd and the atmosphere, and it was electric and it was contagious, and it was something that I'm so excited to be a part of. So before I get going a little bit more about plans and a vision, I'd also like to take a moment to recognize Coach Daniels. His 30-plus years of dedication and leadership have shaped this program into what it is today. He's built an amazing foundation and commitment, a legacy, and one that is doing things the right way. I think he represents all that's right with college hockey in terms of class and dignity. And there's countless wins, championships, NHL alumni, but one thing that really stood out to me when talking to Bulldogs alumni was the sense and pride of doing an amazing job of that bond and passion of being a Ferris State Bulldog, and that's something that I don't take lightly and hope that I too can keep alive. To the members of the community, the alumni, and those that have supported the team, I want to thank you. The passion and pride you've invested is inspiring, and like I said, that's something that I'm really excited to be a part of this tight-knit community here. I'm eager to work alongside all of you and again help keep this tradition alive. To the players, I think last night was a great start in terms of setting the foundation. Like I said to you all, I watched a team down the stretch going into playoffs that played inspired and together and did some really great things. The current players, like I said, I'm excited to get to know each of you as we start working together. We have so much potential, and I believe that with hard work and unity, we can achieve great things. We will work to become the most competitive, hard-working, and detailed team in the country. You guys are the heart of the program, and I'm excited to support you and challenge you as we build in all areas here. A little bit about our culture. It will be one that is 24/7, 365, and committed to doing things the right way on and off the ice, as Coach Daniels has built here. A commitment to fitness, training, and a culture that is hockey passionate and driven to be the best in everything that we do. And over time, stick to that commitment in our process, our roadmap, and build this great Bulldog hockey identity. This is a place, as you all know, where many have gone on to have great professional careers and life after hockey, and it is my goal to continue to move the needle here and help our young men achieve lifelong dreams of playing at the highest level possible. Finally, I just want to say again how excited I am for what lies ahead here. Ferris State is a place that has everything. Like I said throughout the interview process, the student athlete can have it all here, and I'm ready to lead this program towards great progress. I'm looking forward to building and continue to build a championship culture here and continuing the tradition of excellence that defines this university. Thank you again for this incredible opportunity. Let's get to work and make the future here even brighter. Thank you.
At this time, we will open the floor to questions from our media members. We'll start with Brandon. If you could state your name and affiliation, that would be great.
Coach, you really rebuilt this Long Island program. What really drew you to Ferris and Big Rapids specifically?
A lot of things. I mean, obviously, it's a tough decision to leave a team, one that you've built for 5 years with unbelievable kids and staff. But like I said, throughout the process, meeting people, seeing a sense of community, seeing championship teams of the past, and also the challenge to build back to that future, resources, atmosphere. Like I said, the student athlete can have it all here, from pro hockey to academic experience. And for me, I see so much potential here, and that's what I ran towards.
For those that don't follow college hockey, how would you describe the way that you like to coach and your coaching style specifically?
Good question. I think what you see is what you get. As a young head coach, I take pride in communication skills, being open, upfront, honest, and accessible. We will challenge guys to be the best that they can be every single day. It will be hard, it will be demanding, but also having fun. I want our student athletes and our guys to love coming to the rink every single day. The rink should be a destination for them where they can learn and grow. And if they're not having fun, then I'm not doing my job.
When you look at these guys over here in the corner, your new guys, what do you think is the most exciting thing about the group that you're coming into? A lot of the guys that are already sitting here and some of the ones that you want to bring to Big Rapids for this team.
I think there's a lot of excitement. Like I said, I watched a team down the stretch that was playing really strong hockey, and a few points, at a home ice here. So the challenge of 6th place, getting to 5th, getting to 4th, that's what excites me. That's a daily process. That's not instant gratification. We're going to have to grind, and I'm excited to grind with the guys here to continue to climb.
Jaden Jagtiani, 9 and 10 News. In this kind of new era of college athletics, do you kind of see a lot of your players from the team in Long Island joining you here in Big Rapids, and what does this look like for the players that are currently here?
Good question, and I think we're 24 hours into the transfer portal, so fitting timeline. I think that that's something we will evaluate. Every sector of the program, there's a lot of really good things happening here, and there's a lot of names out there looking for homes. So no decisions have been made yet. I think we need to, be methodical and calculated in the way that we move to put the best product on the ice come October, and those will be decisions that will take into effect, starting now.
Andy McDonald, Wood TV8, congratulations first off. Just obviously with Coach Daniels having 33 years here and everything, what did you kind of know about him in this program before you came here, and was that a big reason you got attracted to here just because he was here for so long and able to build the success he did?
For sure. I mean, I was a little kid running around the hockey convention at Naples when he was coaching, and my dad and my uncle at West Point, and so seeing that college hockey community of greats and legends, like I said, I think in an era where there's a lot, changing in college athletics, he represents a way of doing things the right way, and class and dignity. So I think that not only, of doing things the right way, there's championship culture here, there's, national championship appearance and regional championships, and that's exciting to me. That's something that I hope to build back on and continue to climb.
I got a question. Tony in East Ferris State. So 2 of the 4 teams in the Frozen Four have never been there, right? It's the first time they've ever been there, and we've been there. What's it take for us to get back?
Good question. Maybe we could take your blueprint and we could get there a little quicker. So congrats to you and your program on the great success. But I think that's a daily grind. It's like I said, it's not instant gratification. When we started at LIU, we were 3 wins, then we were 10, then we were 13. So our goal is progress here. I know that seems a little cliched and kind of old school, but eventually when you commit to that process and you keep taking steps forward, we will look up and we'll like the outcome. So that's a lofty goal and one that we'll aspire towards, but that's, putting in the work in the weight room, that's doing extra work like we talked to the guys about last night, lifting, skating and training. Those are prerequisites. Everyone does that, so what's the standard that we're gonna do it at? Preparation throughout the week, great team practices, tight team culture, and again, willing to go where the others aren't, and that will be a daily challenge and one I'm excited for.
Dylan Ryder, Ferris State, George. When you look at this program, what needs to happen to get it back on a winning track?
I think that it's on a good track right now. Like I said, I watched the team down the stretch, and they played really, really good hockey in here, beating some good teams and winning hockey games. So again, it's, a new day and a new start, and that will start with great player meetings and strong communication and building a sense of, buy-in and belief. There's obviously a lot of change happening right now, and I'm respectful to that and understanding. Change can cause a great deal of, stress and anxiousness and nervousness, and I'm here to let the players know that I'm here for them first and foremost. We'll have great conversations. We'll set spring goals before we talk about being great on the ice. We need to establish a weight room culture like no other. And then we'll send them into the summer with detailed plans of where we need to go. Obviously add some pieces here as well, and then hit the fall running with a detailed, and great program cut out for these guys.
College Hockey News. Coach, as we said, there was many candidates interested in this job. What made you and your coaching skill set you apart?
I can't answer, for others. There's so many great coaches in college hockey throughout all 63 other teams that have, a different way of doing things. And as an independent program, we played every conference this year. So I saw a lot of great coaches. It's a really good body of coaches across the board. For me, what you see is what you get. I'm young and passionate and energetic, and I think hopefully the blueprint that I was able to build the last 5 years shows that I can help bring progress here.
And you mentioned your family, your dad, your uncle, and of course your grandfather. Really established West Point. What's made you and inspired you to kind of go off on your own path here, and instead of staying at West Point, coming here to Ferris State?
I think just that. I have a ton of respect for everyone in my family who's coached college hockey, pro hockey, scouted in the NHL, but for me it's about forging my own path and finding a place with great resources to continue to help and build, and I think I can do that successfully here.
Cassidy Seeley for Ferris State. You are one of 6 in a storied program. You think of all of the decades long, but you're only one of 6. What's that feel like to you?
It feels like big shoes to fill, obviously. I think those are shoes you can't really fill, so I just want to do my best to make everyone proud here through a daily commitment. The last 2 programs I was a head coach at, I was one of 1, so it was a little bit different in terms of trying to figure it out with 0 alums to start. So those are new challenges and ones I'm excited about, and again, it's about trying to make everyone who's worn the sweater and the fans and the community proud at the end of the day.
How have the initial conversations gone how have they gone with the current players that are here right now?
Like I said, we had a team meeting last night. I thought that was extremely positive. Obviously, there's a ton of change, and I'm sensitive to that and want to be respectful to everyone throughout that process. But we're here to put our foot down and get to work and start passing teams, and we can't sit back and wait. So I look forward to more great conversations throughout the week.
I think we all can kind of associate with trying to move up the ladder, and you yourself, you've helped start up 2 programs after a few years and then keep moving up. To the folks of Big Rapids here, how can you kind of assure them that you're in this for the long haul?
I walked into the rink this morning, and it's here, it's ours. I think the resources are here, put in place to be successful. There's a history and tradition that shows that. Obviously, replacing someone who's been here for over 30 years and meeting a lot of administration throughout the process that's been here for a long time because they're happy and everything is needed to be successful. So that's what I got.
Obviously, you mentioned, do you have a recruiting plan of what you want to add to this team? You've seen, like you said, you've talked to some of the guys and seen what they played over the last couple of weeks. Do you think there's, from this lineup and the returning guys, who you think might be able to bolster the lineup in the future?
Yeah, first to address the immediate team here, there's a lot of guys that had great seasons and strong finishes. So that's the first piece, is that there's pieces here that can continue to help us take a step. And then there's a lot of names out there during this busy time in transfer portal season, and we will comb through and sift through off of pre-existing relationships and players I've seen, watched, maybe coached, and put together the best roster for us. Like I talked about throughout the interview process, the criteria is character, men of character. The team I'm leaving, we built an unbelievable culture through really good people and great kids. Being hockey passionate, that's a non-negotiable. As a young guy, we want guys that eat, sleep, and breathe hockey like I do. And then being tough to play against, whether that's through physical toughness, skill, speed. We want that criteria for guys, and we believe that's a recipe. I believe that's a recipe to be successful.
The CCHA has been a conference full of parity for the past couple of years. How do you plan on winning in a division or a conference where anyone can beat anyone?
I think that's the beauty of it. You have to play great hockey at the right time. But like I said, coming from LIU, we were able to play the Hockey East, the Big Ten, NCHC, ECAC Atlantic Hockey, so we were able to see different teams, leagues, and this season we opened up at Augustana to a split, and every team in this conference, top to bottom, is well coached, have good players, and I think that we have that here, and we're going to build on that. So that's a daily process. I don't think that's going to happen with the snap of a finger. There's going to be highs, there's going to be lows, there'll be challenges within our room, but if we can play great hockey at the right time, I think the sky's the limit for this group.
Brandon Worth again. Many people might not know that you were 14-1 at home last year with Long Island. Just talk about what you can bring with the home ice advantage here in Big Rapids and Engelglaven.
For sure. So yeah, we were lucky enough to be 14-1 last year on home ice. That was a priority for us. Our first year, we actually didn't have any home games. Year 2, we had like 6. So we talked about honoring, the program and our fans through being really good on our home sheet. This is obviously, as you guys know, a really hard building to play in. And like I said, I'm 0-1 here, so we've got to try and fix that. But that is a goal for us, and we touched on some immediate goals last night in terms of spring fitness and on ice goals, and home ice is critical for us. Great teams are good in their building, and that will be a big priority for us from day one.
Thank you, Coach.